Kids, have I ever mentioned that Spain is the single greatest country in the world for wine values? Have we had this discussion before? I know we have, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but when wines like this come along, and they do with great regularity from Spain, it's almost comical. Yeah, we have to talk about them. You have no choice. You taste the wine, you go like, and you have to talk about it. And that's the case with this wine, with the Espelt 2012 Garnacha old vines. The Espelt family has been growing grapes in the Importa area of Spain, the very northeast part of Spain, for over 200 years. This is an area that kind of abuts the Pyrenees and the Mediterranean. I'm sure we'll show a cool picture of it so you can see it. It looks really boss. And anyway, they've been growing grapes there forever and did what everybody else did, probably sold grapes to the co-op and made jug wine, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The classic old Spanish story. Well, in 2000, they started making their own wine. And just in the space of, say, a decade, oh my God, these guys are killing it. Look at this wine. This is 100% old vine Grenache from vines planted, I think they're around 80 years old. Website said 1920. But there could be like some young vines from like 50 and 60-year-old vineyards in here. Absolutely comical. And basically what they do is they give this wine just a little touch of new French oak, not perceptible. But what it does is it creates this sheen on it, right? It makes the wine like more important without being oaky. I don't know how they do it, because usually Grenache and new oak don't go hand in hand. But in this case, these guys found this way to kind of fuse just a little touch of new wood in there and just make the wine more important without being woody. Amazing. I've had this wine twice in the last 2 weeks, and each time I've been blown away. It reminds me of a really good Chateauneuf du Pape from the northern part of Chateauneuf. And if you know anything about the Chateauneuf on the north side, it's kind of like the cool area, no pun intended. Well, okay, yeah, maybe, for top Chateauneuf wines. And these wines are kind of rolling that $40, $50 price range. I've had this wine twice, and both times it reminded me dead on, just like those wines, at a price of about a quarter of those wines. All right, I'm not going to tell you to throw away your Domaine de la Jeunesse, Vieille Vigne, and all this kind of stuff, but what I am telling you is if you want great Grenache at a ridiculous price, I mean, this wine is just full of fruit, but not jammy. The wine, this doesn't have that kirschy cranberry thing. There's a vibrancy and an urgency to this Grenache fruit character in this wine that delineates it from some of the warmer areas like Campo de Borja, Calatayud, etc. There's this coolness to the wine with this thoroughly ripe integration of fruit that just freaks me out every time I have it. I go, I do that thing every time I have a knock at it. So do yourself a favor, buy this wine. You will not be bitter, and don't wait. What was it? This is a 2012. This wine is better than the 2010, which was like 92 points from Parker and like, oh my God, greatest wine value of all time. If you don't buy this, you'll die. This wine is actually better than that wine. So don't wait for him. Pull the trigger. What's like 10 bucks? Do it.